Hi, Leslie Mosteller here, bringing you something quick and actionable for you to use to upgrade your mindset and improve your perspective. So I've been seeing a lot lately about creating a simpler life. And God, can't you just feel the peacefulness of that idea? Except what happens often when each of us thinks about creating a more simple life is it just becomes yet another thing to do, because often it's accompanied by a long list of activities to pare down, closets to clear out, maybe that garage that's been ignored, and it just feels like an additional burden. And that's not at all helpful. It's actually a complication. So I actually have something actually very useful and instructive for you. And your simpler life is super accessible because it's right inside your head. What I mean by that is there are 3 very achievable steps that you can take today, right now, to get yourself on that path to a more peaceful, more simplified life. So let's get right to it. So step number 1 is for you to identify the handful, small number of priorities that move you, the handful of things that matter for you. Your set's going to be different than mine, is going to be different than everyone. So you probably already know what that small handful of things is that matters for you. If you don't, it'll come to you rather quickly the moment you quiet yourself and think that through. Step number 2. Step number 2 is to simply go after that handful of priorities with all your heart. Those are your priorities after all, right? Those are the things that are going to make a difference for you in feeling like you've made a difference in your life. Go after those things with all your heart. That is your chief aim, your chief focus. Whatever the details of that handful is for you, you know what it is. Now, step number 3 becomes completely easy at this point. When you've got that handful of things that you've now focused on, and you're now going after that handful of things that matters to you with all of your heart, now, step number 3 is pretty much going to be done for you. Step number 3 will enjoy the participation of your reticular activating system. What that big phrase means is we all only notice the things that we've tasked our brain to notice. Without that filter in our brains, we'd pretty much be driven mad because the world is so full of sights and sounds and smells and opportunities. You cannot stand all of that input. And so our brain listens to what we think about and what we say, and with that, it then hones in on that subset of stimulus. Let me ask you, have you ever been so focused on a book that you don't hear the din around you? Or maybe you've been so busy with a project that you're fascinated with that you don't get distracted. That is your reticular activating system at work. When you discipline yourself to remain focused on that handful of priorities that moves you, when you define that set of things and then you go after them with all your heart, you will by definition tune out all the noise, all the drama, all the distraction, and you've just simplified your life. It does call, this process does call on you to do the work of defining the set of priorities and do the work of disciplining yourself to go after them. I guarantee you, once you get moving toward that handful of things that you care about, everything else will fall by the wayside. So I invite you to share this video with everyone that you know and love and work with, because all of us look for less distraction, less noise, less drama, and it is available for every one of us. It's right inside our heads. It's your choice. Please also head on over to my website, LeslieMossteller.com. There you will see an abundance of resources for you to use to upgrade your mindset and improve your attitude. After all, it often just takes a few new ideas, tips, insights, education, and once you control your mind, once you control your thoughts, then you, my friend, control your results. So thank you so much for sharing the video as I continue my mission to help you upgrade your mindset. I wish for you to live joyfully, and we will talk soon.